ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له، ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، ونشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد، فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان، فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصمه، ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر، يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر، ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون. صدق الله العظيم، وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم، ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين، والحمد لله رب العالمين. My dear respected listeners, it is the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He has gathered us once again to stand before Him, inshallah, and to chant His greatness and to submit before Him and express our submission. We are sitting in the month of Sha'ban, which is itself a great blessed month, and all thanks to Allah that we are very close to the month of Ramadan once again in our lives. The month of Ramadan is a very special month, the most sacred month of the whole year, the one that deserves that we, in anticipation, prepare for it, and when it starts, we are ready for it. The Prophet ﷺ longed to live long enough to get another Ramadan in his life, and that is what he taught the Sahaba, to look for Ramadan, to wait for Ramadan, to get ready for Ramadan, to ask Allah to make us reach Ramadan. Before the Prophet ﷺ migrated to Medina, fasting was still mandatory, but the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the special favor, the special bounty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his ummah, his people, is that gradually in the lifetime of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala perfected the way of life for people, perfected the teachings. Those that were best in every regard, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gradually gave it to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so that people could learn and know finally which is the perfect way to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to do things. So from the previous nations and previous other Anbiya, fasting is something that was always there, and it was among the shara'i' of other Anbiya, mandatory on different days. So in the beginning of Islam, fasting was mandatory in some other day. Some ulama have said it was the 10th of Muharram. The Prophet ﷺ never missed the fast of 10th of Muharram. After migration to Medina, in the second year after this hijrah or migration, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started giving the commands to Muslims, commands of actions. So the Makki life, the life of the Prophet ﷺ spent in Makkah, that focused the teachings, the Quran that was revealed in that part, that focused mostly on correcting the belief, the aqaid. Who is Allah? What should be your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? In the Madani life, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started giving these commands. This is what you have to do, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to stay away from, this is what you have to stay away from. So most of the kaba'ir, they were expressly forbidden in this Madani life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And most of the do's of Islam, for example, this salat of Eid, this fasting in the month of Ramadan, adhan, these commands, they came in the life after the migration of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So in the second year after Hijrah, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was given this command that this month is coming, and according to most ulama, the command of fasting for a full month came roughly 10 to 15 days before the actual month was about to start. Similarly, the command to sacrifice animals came roughly 10 to 15 days before the actual day. You have to pay sadaqatul fitr. The command is coming in Ramadan. So in these commands, particularly in this month of fasting, a whole month of fasting, continuous month of fasting, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was making a point for the humanity and for the followers of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam until the day of judgment, until the last day, which is the command of Allah is supreme. The command of Allah is supreme. Whatever you are told, you will do it. When you are told to eat, you will eat. And when we will tell you not to eat, you will not eat. When we tell you to eat for a certain part of the day, you will eat for a certain part of the day. So, before the actual fast starts, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it praiseworthy, praise the people who eat at the time of the closing of this night before the fast. So the suhoor, the meal that is eaten right before the fast starts, the time is roughly 2 hours or within 2 hours before the actual fasting starts. Why? Because Allah wants His command to be obeyed. Allah has said that you will stay hungry for a certain duration. Do not increase it out of your own will. I am a very muttaqi person, I will fast the whole day. No, can't do it. I will fast for 24 hours. No, can't do it. I am a very muttaqi person, very Allah-fearing person. I will delay the breaking of my fast until Isha time. Not allowed, not accepted. So, in these commands, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us that our command is supreme. It might make sense to you or it might not make any sense to you. It might make sense, not make sense to you now, and it might make sense to you later on. But what is important is, what is the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? You understand it or not? What we have said, that will be done. 15 days before the month starts, we are telling you for the next 30 days, you are not going to eat during the day. None of the Sahaba objected to it. Amanna wa saddaqna, sami'na wa ata'na. We heard and we obeyed. We have listened and will do as we are told. So, this is one of the reasons why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam has forbidden connecting the month of Ramadan with fasts right before it or right after it. The fasting on the first day of Shawwal is haram, the Eid al-Fitr day. Why? Because Allah has said that the month of fasting is over, now it has to be over. Similarly, right before the month starts, the Prophet ﷺ has prohibited, discouraged that someone fasts in the last 2 or 3 days of Sha'ban. The Prophet ﷺ would pretty much fast the whole month of Sha'ban, but would make it a point that he stopped fasting roughly 2 to 3 days before the start of the month of Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us an understanding, the essence of fasting, the essence of this month of Ramadan, the great mercy that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has done to people in this month of Ramadan is to make them submissive to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to give them this spirit that we listen and will obey what we've been told. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned many virtues of this month, and we'll keep on discussing those inshallah. But the one thing that we should understand and that we should get ready for, like the Sahaba got ready for it when the command was given for the first time. Whatever Allah has told us, we will do. Whatever Allah has told us to stay away from, no matter what happens, come hell or high water, we will stay away from it. There are pressures from inside us. Everyone is a human being. And those people who might appear religious or Allah fearing in the society, even they, down in their hearts, deep down, they have those challenges as well. Everybody has those challenges, inside and outside, from within us and within our families, within our houses, within our friends, within our social circle. Everybody has challenges. Everybody has challenges. We will resolve to uphold the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We will do what we have been told to do. We will fight the desire that is within us. And it is the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that when we stay hungry, the desires within us start to weaken. Also, there is mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, excessive mercy, which is making things easier and easier and easier for us in this month of Ramadan. So therefore, I myself and I invite everyone to make this resolve. That, Ya Allah, you are blessing us with this month once again in our life. We never appreciated this month truly, the way it deserves to be prepared for and appreciated. But this year, inshallah, we are going to, as best as possible, at least we are making that resolve. At least we are making this pact with you that we will do as you have told us to do, and we will do our best. We'll assess our lives. We'll see what is right and what is wrong in our lives. We will work on increasing at least one good thing in our life. And we'll work on, inshallah, getting rid and stopping, keeping ourselves away from all the disobediences that we have in our lifestyle. We'll make this resolve, and we'll keep making this resolve. And we'll keep on asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, Ya Allah, we have our tongues under our control. So with our tongues and with our intellect and with our mind, we are presenting this before you. We are presenting this desire before you, and we are presenting this dua before you that, Ya Allah, keep us steadfast and make us strong in our resolve, that we'll listen to you and we'll stay away from disobediences. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the understanding. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us those who prepare and are ready for the month of Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this Ramadan a life-changing month, a life-changing opportunity for us, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put each one of our lives on the right track. We all want to be good people. We all want to be very favorable in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, favorites in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have pressures around us. Inshallah, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to ease those pressures and make us those who have strength within us as well, who start to use the strength that we have. When Allah has commanded us to do something, Allah first gives the strength and then gives that command. So therefore, the strength is right within us. It's just that we have to use it. So may Allah make us the ones who fully use the strength that Allah has already given us and put in us. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiul alim wa tub alayna innaka antat tawwabur rahim. Brothers who haven't prayed the sunnah can do so now. Jazakallahu khairah.